Hey family and friends, how's everyone doing? I just had a thought and I want to share it. I want to document it somewhere. That's what I'm doing right now. If anyone can respond to this with their thoughts, I would be very grateful because this has been a topic of obsession for me for a little while now. Yeah, reading the book cast, of course, very slowly, and trying to listen to as much videos on YouTube as I can about the topic. And right now I'm listening to the author Wilkerson talking about the book, and at some point she says that what means that the social status that is created through social stratification is also like responsible for who's allowed to be a citizen in the US and who's not allowed to be a citizen. And then that, so when I say, I feel like when I say sociology is something that needs to be taught in schools, schools, elementary, I mean, and then high school, it has to be something that's really part of our children's education. If we want a better world, the kids need to understand that humans' behavior is just like math and science. It's something specific. This happens, and then the result of this is this. And it doesn't even have to do with specific incidents in history. When we teach children that a human being functions this way, a human mind functions this way, a human in a group functions this way, groups function this way, and then they look at groups and see their behavior. They see wars, they see genocide, they see whatever kind of conflict that they see between humans. They can have a better understanding of that being a human situation that we need to rise above. They can see it, and also maybe through them understanding, they'll realize that to avoid this, we need to put an effort, and everything starts by learning more about what the problem is, and then we work towards fixing it, right? Anyway, so she talked about who gets to be a citizen or not, and this made me realize that the concept of a nation is actually built on the idea of nationalism, right? Of course, a nation is people who share this idea of nationalism, if I'm using the terms correctly. And nationalism is a man-made thing because we rose above tribes, we rose above, like humanity rose above other ways of creating groups and protecting each other's well-being, to creating these groups through nationalism. Now, one of the requirements of nationalism is that the country has a national identity, and national identities have to do with features, and that's why America is struggling with this for so many years now. A national identity has to do with common heritage, common practices, religion. It has to do with so many things, of people being similar. So if we want to strive towards peace, we need to actually examine this. What does make a nation a nation? Or is the concept of a nation something that's valid now, when we're witnessing all these wars, when we're so connected, and through the internet we can see who's hurt and how they're hurt on the other side of the planet? We can see another human being getting severely hurt, and we're living in relative comfort. What I'm trying to say is nationalism something that is okay to still have now, or do we need to move away from it? Is it possible for us to exist in a space where we're all citizens of the planet? Is that something we can work towards? And we can govern our individual rights against, I mean, I don't know how to use these words, but I can protect my rights against any other human being hurting me. So the other is not a group of people. It's me and the other. Can that be possible? Can every individual be an individual and the other? Just like when someone is in a country, there is them, and then there is the government doing what it can to protect each individual from others hurting them. Can that situation be applied universally? Instead of having groups protecting each other, itself from each other, we have individuals. We have a system that's maintaining our individual rights against or from every other human being. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm onto something.